dicks, Jeffrey Epstein. Let's talk about him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about it. Recently, there have been developments in the case of Jeffrey Epstein versus the people of New York. Maybe it is. I'm not 100% sure. There have been all sorts of crazy developments. Oh, this is the latest. Why am I fixating on this? It's not important. Jeffrey Epstein. Heard about him? Jeffrey EPSTEIN, which I'm stressing for no particularly good reason. There have been some reports recently that maybe he's tied in to Donald Jebediah Trump. And I thought we'd cover them in a little segment I'm calling People Are Claiming That Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein R-worded kids together, and that's clearly not true. My man got so much consensual P-word, and then it kind of... We got to get better at these title screens, okay? We got to put it all in the... I don't know. Listen. Did Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein hang out in the 90s? Sure. Okay. But everybody did. It only makes sense. Donald Trump was wheeling and dealing, buying Manhattan, starring in major feature films like The Little Rascals, Home Alone 2, Cliffhanger. He did all the stunts in that. Okay? Sylvester Stallone takes the credit. It was actually Donald Trump. Meanwhile, Jeffrey Epstein, convicted victim of cancel culture, Jeffrey Epstein, was out there buying real estate. They hung out, okay? And listen, did he fuck Ghislaine Maxwell? Probably. Is Ghislaine Maxwell in prison right now? Yes. Is she possibly going to be on the Supreme Court next year? Probably. She'll probably be there. So, of course, they hung out in the 90s, but that doesn't mean anything. People trying to be like, oh, that proves that Donald Trump did the blah, 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 blah. It means nothing. Listen, okay, there was a recent release of some Epstein flight logs, which, to be fair, we did ask for. Us moderate centrists are bad on that one, okay? We were like, release the flight logs, release the flight. Don't, maybe just some of them. Maybe we don't need all of that. Because here's the thing. Donald Trump is all over those flight logs. All right, he flew a lot, but there is absolutely no proof that he flew on there for any other reason than the in-flight entertainment. Okay, you could get movies before they hit VHS. It was after they were in theaters. Okay, but if you wanted to see Scent of a Woman, you had to book a 3-hour flight. That's how it worked in the 90s. You people don't know. So there's no evidence that he R'd any children. But also it's worth noting Jeffrey Epstein hung out with a bunch of Democrats and probably R'd kids with him too. Write that down. Okay, this is not... Donald Trump did nothing wrong. Meanwhile, Bill Clinton... Donald Trump appeared in the film Little Rascals, giving them a boost at the box office. Okay? Whereas Bill Clinton fucked the entire cast of the Little Rascals. Every single one of them. Buckwheat last. So, is it true that Trump and Epstein were butt buddies, and not with each other, but with a series of 13 to 16-year-olds from Eastern Europe or Florida? Is that true? Many people are questioning. And you know, this show, we are moderate centrists, okay? We don't go out there and go crazy and just be like, oh, I'm going to claim this, I'm going to claim that. We keep it right in the middle, and we're fair and balanced. So I thought we'd investigate it. Really the only way I know how. I think we can answer that with some Trump text, baby. We're doing Trump text. You know it. Everybody's favorite segment. We're going to check out some texts, some text messages sent between Donald Joseph Trump and Jeffrey, also Joseph Epstein. They have the same middle name. Very, very weird. Let's check out the first one. And I got access to these through journalism, which I am, which is if you just email truth@thewhitehouse.gov. Nice Comic Sans Lamp Boop says thanks. I'm glad someone noticed. If you just send an email to truth@thewhitehouse.gov, they're required to send you anything you want, including money. But like, can you PayPal me? And they'll go, sure, man. Absolutely. But you're going to need to give me your bank routing information. And I did. And I haven't gotten the money yet, but I think it'll be fine. It's going to work out. Let's check out the first text. First text. He has him saved in his phone as Jepstein, which I don't know if he thinks that's his name or what's the deal exactly? But that's what he has there. And the first text, he goes, Donald, are you there? I keep calling, ? As if he's not sure. Donald says, sorry, very busy. I'm at my grandchildren's talent show. Man, I sure do love them and know all their names. What's up with you? He says, not much, man, just chilling like a villain. Wanted to ask if you've tried the spicy potato taco from the Bell yet. I think he means Taco Bell. That's maybe what it is. But I think it's a good taco. The spicy potato taco is pretty good. Then he says, also, are we going to go to my island this weekend? I've got PS3. And it seems like this was maybe a while ago because PS3 is just recent, or I don't know exactly, because we're at like PS5 now. But maybe he didn't know. Maybe no one told him that they've advanced the technology. It's tough. It's just tough to know. But that's cool. They're texting. They're friends. Then Donald replies and says, sure, man, I got nothing else going on, but only if there's, cheese pizza there. And then EPSTEIN goes, sure. You down with Little Caesars? They have a new stuffed crust pretzel crust. You have a new stuffed pretzel crust. And then Donald says, is that a code for us fucking an Italian child? And Jep says, it is. Yes. And Donald says, sounds good, man. I'll meet you there. So I'll be honest, not great for, my position that only Democrats have ever fucked children. So not great for that, but let's keep going. Maybe there's stuff here that we don't know. We don't even comprehend yet. Okay. Next text, Donald says, hey, one thing, though, you're not going to invite Prince Andrew, are you? We don't want him. And Jep says, come on, man, he's gone through a lot. His mom just died. Also, he started sweating again, which has been really tough for him to process. So he didn't sweat for a long time, which is proof that he never fucked a kid. And then he started sweating again. And can you imagine not sweating for 20 years and just waking up one day and just that'll fuck you up. So Donald says, yeah, I get that, but he's just so annoying, with his stupid British accent. And then Jep says, wait, he's British? I thought he just had Down syndrome. Not. Jep, don't throw that around casually. That's not funny. It's not funny to make fun of those less fortunate than us, okay? Jep. Next text, Donald says, okay, I won't. No, Jep says, rather. Okay, I won't invite him. How about Clinton? Can I invite them? And then Donald says, which Clinton? And then Jep says, just Hillary. Bill died a few years ago. And then Jep goes, okay, cool. He is the throat goat. I think she meant she is the throat goat, talking about Hillary. Regardless, Jep says, no, you're confusing her with the ghost of Nancy Reagan. And then Donald goes, oh, yeah, I forgot ghosts were real. Apparently, that's something they just tell you. You get elected president and they just bring you into a room and they go, ghosts are real. Aliens, weirdly not. In fact, Area 51 was a ghost plane crashing. Wow, I wouldn't have guessed that, but turns out it's the case. And then Jep goes, what do you think you're talking to right now? Oh, and Donald goes, wait, you're a ghost? And Jep goes, of course, it rules. I get to fuck all sorts of famous kids. It's not funny. Ever heard of John Benet Ramsey? We're dating. So that, I guess, kind of makes sense. And then Donald says, damn, well, I did always say you enjoyed your social afterlife. Siri, add a few LOL emojis in the gif of Leo raising a glass. I think maybe he was doing talk to text and it didn't quite work out the way he wanted there. So, that happened. And then he says, anyway, I got to go back to work, but anything you need me to bring? And then Jep says, yeah, man, just bring some barbecue chips and maybe Mario Kart. Oh, and some lube for all the children we're gonna fuck. So again, maybe not. There might be some damaging reports in here, okay? You have to make your own decisions about this. And then Donald says, hell yeah, dude, fucking kids rocks. And then Jep says, it really, really does. It's a nice little sweet little moment between the two of them. They enjoy fucking children. And then he says, anyway, what's your new job? It's his question, which just makes sense. Donald Trump said he had to go to work. And so, what is his work? What does he do for work? And I think we're about to find out. He says, I am currently the evening manager of the third most profitable Taco Bell in the greater Akron area. That's weird he's doing that. While he's still, I guess, he's a man who works. He works hard for the people. And the fact that he's not president anymore, doesn't mean that he's not still out there hustling every single day. And so Jep goes, damn, that's cool. So I guess you have tried the new spicy potato burrito. And Donald says, it's a taco. And yes, best bang for your buck on the menu. And Jep goes, totally. Anyway, have a good day at work. And I'll see you later when we fuck kids. So I'm going to be honest. I don't know if that really establishes if he fucks kids or not. I think it's still kind of up in the air. And we're still not 100% sure. What do you guys think? Okay. Sound off in the comments. Do you think Donald Trump and Jeffrey Epstein have at any point, went out and some kids? So I got to be careful. Okay. I got to be careful and not say bad words or else I'm going to get banned from YouTube. I can't say things like or anything like that. I have to be careful.
Shut up and sit down.